I decided a long time ago that I was going to say what I thought, that I was going to try to orient myself. And I think I had experiences that were similar. Heather said something very interesting, that she's much less misanthropic than she might have been had she not been a teacher, a caring teacher. Well, the spirit that animates our social institutions is a lot more in the nature of caring teacher with deviation than it is power-hungry tyrant. I really believe that. I mean, and you have to be extraordinarily cynical not to see at least some of that. And so the people I've known that were competent in their positions in competent institutions were mentors who encouraged. And that's a good relationship to have with people. And it's the opposite of the arbitrary expression of power. And it's something you do, both of you, the mentor and the mentee, let's say, the teacher and the student, you do that in the service of a higher ideal. And I've never met anyone that I admired who exploited their students, who considered that a power. I mean, I've met professors who didn't put their graduate students' names on research papers or were stingy about credit, but it's not like they were thriving. It just doesn't work. So, and when do you stay silent? Well, you stay silent until the weight of having to lie is worse than the danger of speaking. And I'm not fond of deceptive silence or outright lies. In my clinical practice, I never, ever, ever, ever saw anyone get away with anything. And so that was horrible. It's horrible to think that that's true. It's true. You think you got away with it. You just don't know the causal chain that led to your demise. So, that plus my understanding too that one of the factors that sustained and generated totalitarian atrocity was the willingness of ordinary people to swallow things they knew to not be true. And that was insisted upon by the sophisticated observers of totalitarian states that I found most influential. You swallow enough lies, your state becomes a monster. And so, I've upbraided myself continually for bringing the chaos of the world into my nice, tidy little family. And it's been terrible. But, in my defense, I would say, I'm trying to stave off something worse. And if you think that it can't get worse, that just means you don't know anything. So,
yeah, Jordan,
it's
a good
up to
point.
everybody and their conscience, And I think it's a matter of figuring out what to be afraid of. I'm more afraid of silence and lies. I think they're more terrifying.